The first generation Google Pixel represents an important moment in the smartphone industry. Why? Because the new Google Pixel phone and its supersized cousin the Pixel XL represents a major shift. The Pixel phone is Google finally going out on a limb and stamping its own mark on a smartphone, and it's going directly after the big boys. But just over a year later, are they worth buying in 2018? I know that sounds crazy, but recently I just did that and bought a used Pixel phone for just $250, which is roughly equal to 16,000 Indian rupees. Now that too sounds crazy, right? I could have gone with the latest Redmi Note 5 Pro, which also comes under the same price bracket, but I chose Pixel over Note 5 Pro, and to find out why, watch this video till the end. So today I'm going to give you top 3 legit reasons that why I'm using Pixel as my primary device over OnePlus 5 that I was using since last summer. Excited? So let's get started. Reason number 1, camera. Now, I guess most of you guys already know that the Google Pixel 2 and 2 XL has one of the best camera on any smartphone. Now, I'm not saying that as I haven't tested it yet, but the big guys over the tech community will definitely agree. The camera specs of first generation Pixel may not sound groundbreaking, and on paper there isn't much here we haven't seen before, but Google's skill is in the software and the processing tricks it applies after the shot has been taken. And if it's the software, then I think we can fix that. The guys over XT have managed to extract the new Pixel camera APK for those with the original Pixel and Pixel XL. And the best thing is that you don't need to do any advanced level stuff like rooting or flashing zip file. Just download the APK file from the link and install it, and you're good to go. The new camera app delivers all the features that you will find in the new Pixel 2 Duo, like the more advanced features such as air sticker, motion photos, face retouching, and my personal favorite is the portrait mode, which is ruled out on account of it requiring a dual camera sensor. It also features a DNG RAW capture, 4K at 30 FPS and optical stabilization. Sounds great, right? So let's check out it in action. Its Auto HDR Plus function is what makes everything tick along. This levels exposure when the sun is harsh, taking multiple snaps every time you hit the shutter and combining all the images thereafter. The results are truly stunning, with natural looking colors and fantastic dynamic range. Photos display a real depth, which makes this camera great for taking scenic landscape and city shots. Photos captured are also some of the most detailed I have seen from a phone. Everything from the expressions on distant faces to intricate detail in a flower petal are visible. Now let the images speak for themselves. Reason number 2, software. Now, software is one of the main reason, or I should say the only reason why people prefer the Pixel brand at the first place. One of the biggest reasons to choose a Pixel device over a Samsung Galaxy Note 8 or LG V30 is the software. Instead of layering Android with bloatware or proprietary apps, Google sticks with a very basic version of Android. You will also get first dibs on the next 3 big yearly Android updates, something that's unlikely with much of the competition. The Pixels are the first phone to run the latest version of Android, and they are also the first to get Google's new feature like the last year Google Assistant or this year's Google Lens. This along with few other bits and bobs such as the nav bar at the bottom of the screen, which is currently a Pixel exclusive. In short, if you're using a Pixel device, then you will be getting all the latest features and perks at the first place. Like I got the first developer build of the next big Android version, that is Android P, and after updating my Pixel to Android P, my device feels much more snappier and fast. Plus, I also get all the latest features that this new version has to offer. Now, if you guys don't agree with my first 2 reasons, then let's say I could have invested my $250 to buy the latest Redmi Note 5 Pro, which is currently the hottest phone in India and everyone wants to get their hands on this device. Correct me if I'm wrong. Still, the first generation Pixel, that is about 1.5-year-old device, can take much better pictures than Note 5 Pro. And if you don't believe me, you can compare some of the pictures that I've taken using Pixel, and you can download the picture sample from the description down below. I don't have a Redmi Note 5 Pro yet, but I have personally used the device that I borrowed from my friend. Also on the software side, stock Android is far better than MIUI, and again, I'm not saying that, it's Xiaomi fans. Last month Xiaomi added a poll on Twitter between stock Android and MIUI, and unexpectedly most of the Xiaomi fan voted for stock Android, and the poll get deleted overnight by Xiaomi. Now this clearly shows that user prefers stock Android over any custom Android skins. And by the way, Redmi Note 5 Pro, the so-called best-selling device, still runs on 2-year-old Android Nougat. Weird, right? Now here comes the third and final reason, that is the hardware and pricing. If we take a look at the hardware, with its 5-inch AMOLED display, still powerful Snapdragon 821 processor, 4GB of RAM and 32 or 128GB of storage, the Pixel has the specs that don't seem too out of place in 2018. And it's still got a year left of Google's guaranteed platform update, which means it will be among the first devices to get the next major Android update. Now again, if we compare it with the hardware of Redmi Note 5 Pro that comes under the same price bracket of $250 that I paid for my Pixel, it has much better specs which leads to a better overall performance. A Snapdragon 821 coupled with 4GB of RAM is still a very capable processor that will get you through all the major tasks like heavy gaming, navigation, music listening and video consumption. Plus the Pixel features an AMOLED panel with 441 ppi density, which is again sharper than the LCD panel of Redmi Note 5 Pro. There are tons of reasons why I think first generation Pixel is better than Note 5 Pro, but I don't wanna go in depth, as some of you might be the Redmi Note 5 Pro fans and may not like my opinion. But well, that's just me. On the downside, the original Pixel lacks a couple of key features that are currently trending in 2018, like the 18:9 display, lack of water resistant and downport speaker which is quite moderate. And hey, it does have a 3.5mm jack which is shamelessly removed from most of the 2018 smartphones rather than users still want to continue using it. So after using the first generation Pixel for almost a week, I think it's still worth buying in 2018 due to its amazing camera performance after installing the Pixel 2 camera mod, fluid and updated software and solid hardware. Now you can easily buy a used Pixel or Pixel XL anywhere between $250 to $300 price bracket. If you live in India, you can find some really high quality used Pixel devices from OLX, as I have also purchased my Pixel from there for just $250 and I am happy with that. And by no means this video is sponsored by OLX. So guys, these were the top 3 reasons why I think Pixel is still worth buying in 2018. If you agree with me, do let me know that in the comment section, and if you don't, still let me know why and let's discuss this over the comment section. And for more future videos like this, do consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any future videos from Extreme Droid. So this is Samir signing off and I'll see you guys in my next one.